Hi, I'm Tammy Palmer with First Tee of the Golden Isles, and this is Mason Scott. And today we're going to talk about a new game called Capture the Target. Mason, do you want to talk a little bit about how to play the game?
Yeah, perfect. So we've got a putting game here. It's called Capture the Target, like Coach Tammy said. And we've got our targets set out in the middle. We can use cones, we can use little fish targets, props, anything spread out along the middle here to represent our targets. And then you'll see we've got 4 stations set up on each side with our colored cones, about 5 yards away from the targets. Now the object of the game is to putt your ball at the target. Once you hit the target, you're going to walk in, grab the target, bring it back. The person with the most targets at the end of the time period wins. Now this is up to coaches whether or not they want to do 1 minute, 2 minutes, it's up to them. So we talked about our targets laid out here. Now the object is to hit as many as possible. Now some of the rules of this game: you can only hit 1 target at a time. If you putt your ball, it bounces off 1 target, hits another, you can only collect the first target that you're hit. Now, when our players are walking in, we're going to have players putting from both sides. It's super important that we stress safety in this game. Make sure kids are not taking big swings with their putter. They're just trying to hit the targets. They're not trying to reach the other side. And also, they're going to be walking into the middle, grabbing their targets while other people are putting towards them. So it's super important that we continue to stress safety while they're walking in the middle to grab their targets. So you'll see we have 4 stations set up on this side and 4 on the other side. This is a perfect game to get everyone involved in the class. Usually our class sizes are around 8 kids. So this is a perfect game to make sure everyone's playing at the same time. Now, it's important when everybody's set up, the coach is going to distinguish when to start. They're going to start the timer, they're going to let everyone know that they can start, and they're going to begin putting.
Mason, this sounds like a really fun game. I do want to point out that we're going to start right here where our cones are. So these are our tee markers. So this gives us the starting point. We don't want to be in front of the tee markers because that's kind of like cheating. We want to make sure we're in between or maybe slightly back just a little bit. And we also want to stand with our legs like an A, so just about shoulder width apart. And we're going to grab the club. I'm left-handed, Coach Mason is left-handed, so our left hand is actually going to go on the bottom of the club with our right hand on the top. Now if you're right-handed, it will be the opposite. Your right hand will go on the bottom and your left hand will go on the top. And then you're just going to tick-tock like a clock, back and forth. So once you have all of your players lined up at each of their stations, you're going to say 1, 2, 3, putt, and then everybody will go at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, putt. So I'm going to pick up my target and my ball, and I'm going back to my station. And you'll continue putting at the same time. Capture the Target is a great way to demonstrate or have our kids to demonstrate any of our 9 core values. So we can respect the green as we are going to get our target. We can respect the green by not running or jumping on the green. We can also demonstrate honesty. So we're going to follow the rules of the game by picking up only the first target that we hit. Mason, how could you use say judgment in this particular game?
Yeah, definitely. This game's perfect for judgment as well. We've got a bunch of different targets in different locations. So kids are going to have to use good judgment on where to line up and the length of motion they're going to take to get to the target. Some targets are closer than others and they're all spread out. So they can definitely use good judgment to pick out a target and go to it.
We can also use perseverance. So this game can be, kind of difficult sometimes. So we have to be sure that we're keeping a positive attitude and really focusing on what things we are doing well.